5.
So, the first 3 days of practice here, we really tried to focus on fundamentals. I think everybody's got to practice with a plan, a sense of purpose. Everybody's got to kind of reinvest into conditioning, reinvest into fundamental techniques, discipline to execute, blocking, tackling, all will translate into positive performance in the game. And I think it's hard to carry the momentum from the season to a game when you got almost a month, between games. So players really have to reinvest in, all those things. The players did a good job, in the 2 weeks in between and finals week. And we've had 3 good days of work. So we want to continue that for the next 4 practices. And, hopefully we'll get closer to where we need to be in terms of being able to go play like we're capable of playing, in this game. It's a great opportunity for our players. It's a great challenge for them, but, you're not really owed anything when you play in these games. It's like a 1-game season when you're playing in the playoffs, so we got to put everything into it we can, and everybody's working hard to try to do that. I'd like to congratulate the 15 guys that we had graduate on Saturday. 3 guys got master's degrees. Justin Aboigby, Seth McLaughlin, and Will Reichert, and 12 other guys graduated. We've had 6 guys make, some kind of All-American teams: Dallas Cooley, Terry On, J.C. Latham, Will Reichert, Caleb Downs. So really proud of those guys for their performance. But, I think they would be the first to tell you that their success comes because of their teammates and, all the guys who contribute to allowing them to have positive performance. So, we're just grinding through it and working, and, tomorrow we'll get back at it.
As you may or may not know, I just recently dropped my 100th video, and to commemorate the moment, my kids bestowed upon me a wonderful honor. YouTube doesn't care that I have 100 garbage videos, but my kids do. So they made me this awesome gift. They made me this awesome plaque, for lack of a better phrase, to commemorate the moment. And if you would, I'm gonna put it up here. If you would, we, I know a lot of you guys are busy, but if you could, please subscribe to this channel, because we want to eventually replace this with something. There's nothing better than this, but if you could, please like and subscribe to this channel. We really, really need it. Just please. I gotta talk to that boy about that. Yeah, we did it.
I want to ask you about the self-scouting and tendency breaking stuff that you do as a staff normally during an idle week. Is that an exercise that gets repeated to some extent at this time of year ahead of a bowl or a playoff?
There's no question about it. We do quality control just about every week, on what our tendencies are and what we're doing and what we can do to try to, break those in some way, shape, or form. So, and certainly with this extra time here, that's something that we most certainly are trying to do.
Yeah, hey, Coach, can you just speak to the decision to bring in George Hilo and what kind of role he'll fill on your staff?
Well, George has been here before, so he was with us for a long time, knows our system. I think every year that, we've been in the playoffs, we've, tried to bring somebody in primarily because, we spent 2 weeks really on the road recruiting. So somebody to do a little extra work that has good experience, and when we get off the road, being able to give us a good scouting report of what we need to know. And so that's the purpose, just to add sort of a special assistant to me, whatever you want to call it, to you know, when I come off the road, be able to get me up to speed on what's happening. So that's the reason we've always done that.
Given everything that's come out about Michigan this season, are you planning on doing something different with the signs in this game?
Not really. You know, we always change things up a little bit, but you know, we're focused on what we have to do to try to get good execution, and you know, we're not really concerned about any of that stuff.
Good evening, Coach. Hope you're doing well. How has Jason McClellan progressed since the SEC championship game?
You know, he's getting better. I think it's probably still too early to tell. He's getting ready to do dry land running and some things, so, you know, he'll progress through the rest of the week, and, you know, we see where he lands by the end of the week.
Is the plan with Hilo to ultimately replace him with Coleman Hutzler, or is that on the table, or is he just strictly brought in for this?
No, look, we're not concerned about any of that stuff right now. You know, we got a game coming up. Coleman Hutzler is here. He's finishing the season. I don't have time right now to go through the due diligence of hiring anybody or even be concerned about that. So, you know, we're focused on what we got to do right now.
Can you just speak to your relationship with Jim Harbaugh and obviously the connection with Tom Crean and kind of the meeting in New Orleans several years ago?
With who?
Tom Crean.
Yeah, well, Tom Crean was an assistant basketball coach for Tom Izzo when, you know, I was back at Michigan State. You know, he's a good man, good friend. It's a great family, the Harbaugh family. I've known the dad. He used to help me when I was old secondary coach, and you know, his brother John are great football people, so got a lot of respect for the entire family, and, you know, Tom Crean is, you know, part of that family.
Has Kool-Aid progressed through the concussion protocol, and is he back?
Yeah, he is. He's doing fine.
We'll go to Joe if we got any follow-ups.
Coach, when you get into preparing for Michigan, they've shown a trick play or two almost every week offensively. How do those wrinkles influence what you do defensively from a preparation standpoint?
Well, I think that, you know, they do a really good job on offense. You know, week to week, they've got a pretty good plan formationally in terms of their ability to go out and give you some different looks. And, you know, it's a challenge for the players to have the discipline and the eye control to look at the right things so that, you know, when those kind of plays come up, you're in position to play them. So, you know, I don't think that they do it any more than, you know, anybody else that we play. I just think it's a good part of your offense to be able to have some of those things that complement some of the things you do down in and down out.
Yeah, Coach, last time we talked to you, you said you were going to kind of hold office hours for some of your players to see if they wanted to talk about their future and stuff like that. How did those conversations go?
You know, I did talk to all the players after the Georgia game, but, you know, what I talk to players about really is not for public consumption. I mean, you know, there's some things that I think are still sacred on a team, and if you want to talk to a guy about his future, that should be sacred, you know. If he wants to share his feelings with you, you know, I think you should ask him. All right, thank you.